Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is...
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Taking on the NFC champions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thrilled to be with you guys. And, well, you think that they're having fun on Broadway in downtown Nashville right about now? Yeah, just a touch. And what a year the Titans have put together as they search for their first title in franchise history.
And remember, they've only been to the Super Bowl one time before, but now that they're back, I think they can set aside the agony of that appearance. That was back in 2000. They played the Rams. Remember Kevin Dyson catching the pass late in the game, stretching for the goal line and not quite getting there? And that was also the same year of the Music City Miracle. Yeah. When they got to the, won in the playoffs against Buffalo, got to the Super Bowl, but now they're back. Set it all to the side. Set it all in the past. Here come the Titans trying to win it all.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their fourth appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Under crush, under crush, under crush. Watch twitch.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
50, plant. You get block me. You get block me. You get block me.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 61, matchbox lights. 5.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Tannehill now to throw. He completes it to Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. And here's the starting offensive unit for Seattle.
So let's all work together on this one, because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Procise. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson flushed out right. He's going to take off. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On third down. Wilson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
14.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He'll try and run it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
Check. Pilot, 64, read. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Tannehill on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And Walker has it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Lucky. Check 31. Check 9. Check 24.
This is Lewis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
55. Check 55. Mike. I'm coming.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 8. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 24, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On first down, Carson. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. From the 41, Wilson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. A second down carry for Procise. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, as the first half is winding down, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's really easy to be bold sitting up here down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Go! 90 Wolf! Hey, Sue!
Tannehill on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Wait a second, they declined the penalty? So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. But a never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Go, 14.
Wilson throwing again. That's caught by Hollister. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a band.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Twist on travel. Hey, high 7. Ready?
To throw is Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check it backer, check it backer. Sponge. No.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them. With just one timeout remaining, still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Recon, 132 fighter.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Let's stop.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Exit.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he is all the way up past the 25. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Pull down. One left. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They begin with Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again with Henry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hey, Steve 6.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this one complete to Davis. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. 52 yards, and the Titans have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. We're only one score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. On first down, throw sides. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13. Wilson. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, and a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston. Now this one. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you got to get up there and spike it.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Holding. Defense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Tannehill now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
25.
Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
Now, will they handle it? Let's find out. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick 6 or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
Friday.
Switch gears.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, it's Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a first throw here in overtime. Steps away to his left. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
What? 380! 14, on it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jayon Brown charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And now third and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. Eluding the pressure right. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and using.
Now Carson fumbles the football. It's picked up by the Titans. 20, 10, and he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this.